Everything else really can just be left on its default. Most of them are for people that are trying to configure their capture card and want some more advanced settings. Finally, we want to play around with the scale and the position and the cropping of the webcam to make sure it fits into our nice little overlay. Remember the trick that I told you about holding down Alt so that you can crop the sides of the webcam. And finally, you want to make sure that you're positioning this below the overlay but above your game in the OBS window. That's pretty much it, guys. So hopefully by now you have a screen set up with game, overlay, webcam and some text. We're going to be doing more advanced guides on adding sources like the music triggers, your Twitch alerts, and Twitch chat, things like that in specific videos coming up on the Gaming Careers YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I have a good question of the day today. It's going to be which method of capturing your game did you end up using and what game are you trying to capture? So was it game capture, window capture or display capture? If you can leave that down in the comments, it can be super helpful for people that stumble across this video and are looking to stream the same game that you are and have struggled with maybe one of the options, and you can read in the comments how you captured that specific game. So for me, I'm going to say Overwatch and I use game capture. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed this video and want to put this point, please do give it a thumbs up. That really does help us grow, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Will be 2 for 20, but that's good in the neighborhood.
What's up, guys? It's Pete here again for the Gaming Careers YouTube channel, and today we've got a guide on how to add follower alerts, donation alerts and subscriber alerts into OBS Studio to your Twitch or your YouTube gaming stream. The website or service that we're going to be using today is called Streamlabs. Now, it used to be called Twitch Alerts. If you've ever heard of people saying that they use Twitch Alerts to notify of new followers and things like that, the same company, they've rebranded, it's now called Streamlabs. But it's basically the number one tool in terms of the amount of users using it. I think they state on their website that the top 25,000 streamers on Twitch and on YouTube, 80% of them are using Streamlabs software to be able to notify their viewers of new followers or donations or subscribers. So it's a really, really popular tool, and it's very likely that your favourite streamers are using it as well. What it actually allows you to do is to completely customise the look and feel of these alerts. So basically when somebody, what is up guys, my name's Pete from the Gaming Careers YouTube.
Hey everyone, this is Tim from your Studios. Today we'll be on the
What is up guys, my name is Pete from the Gaming Careers YouTube channel, and today we're going to be looking at OBS Studio again, specifically how you add sources to OBS Studio. Things like your game, your webcam, your overlay, but things that really make your screen stand out and look more appealing to viewers. Now I'm hoping a lot of you have already seen our OBS Studio tutorial where we look in depth into the settings behind OBS Studio. Things like which Twitch server to stream to, what bitrate, what FPS, what resolution. We covered the video really in detail looking at the settings behind OBS Studio. If you haven't already seen that and set up your OBS Studio, then you can click the annotation up here, which will link you to the really in-depth 20-minute tutorial, which is going to get your OBS set up in the perfect way. If you're confident that you can completely set up in terms of OBS settings, then let's jump into adding sources in OBS Studio. So as you can see, we're now in OBS Studio, and I've just got an example scene up with multiple different sources, the kind of things we're going to be creating today. So as you can see in the scene, we've got webcam, we've got our game, we've got an overlay, and we've got some text, which are 4 different sources that we're going to be covering in this video. So it's worth quickly mentioning what the difference between a source and a scene is, because if you're new to OBS, you might not quite understand the terminology. If you look down at the bottom left, you can see that we can have multiple different scenes in our OBS window. A scene is basically a collection of sources, so you could have different scenes for different games if you're a variety streamer, or you could have maybe one which just has your webcam and chat on for if you're in between queues in a competitive game. But effectively, a scene is a collection of sources that appear on screen together. So a source is effectively something that's within one of your scenes. So something like your video game, that would be a source. Your webcam would be a source. The overlay and some chat or text, that could also be a source. So a source is something that appears on screen, and a scene is a collection of sources. So the first thing we're going to be covering in this video is how you add your video game to OBS. The first thing that you need to make sure that you have is your video game running on your computer. When you're in your video game, it's worth just